Top G free. What is going on, you guys? It is Dollar Cost Crypto here with. I'm gonna talk my smack for 1 second, man. I was over the past couple of days, I've been saying that Andrew Tate was gonna get released, and I had a lot of people say that, oh, bro, you're full of shit, bro. He's gonna get locked up for the full 180 days and stuff. It's over. They got him on all this stuff. Well, he just got sent home. So free Top G worked, man. We'll at least wait to hear from him. Obviously, I think they're still gonna run him through the ringer. They're gonna try to at least, but. Damn, man, it's going to be a good one, man. But today's topic, it is GameFi to the Moon, baby. Welcome, man. And I'm joined by a Crypto Mindset alumni. The one, the only, the rough stuff. What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, Miguel?
What's up, G? In the building, in Vegas, baby. Sheesh.
Yes, sensei.
Órale, cabrón, ¿cómo andas?
Yeah. So, yeah, we're going to go over some GameFi stuff. I know you wanted to talk a little bit about Illuvium. I've been playing Illuvium a little bit on my free time.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. I also bought some of them Illuvitars, too.
Yeah, so. I got a bunch of the Illuvitars, man. But, yo, can you give people a little background on you, man? Tell them who you are, who you is, and what you Twitch.
So, I've been streaming on Twitch.tv before Twitch.tv, Justin.tv.
What?
Yeah, so back in Justin.tv, I was streaming StarCraft 2 when it first released.
Okay.
Wings of Liberty.
Yep.
Most popular esports game in the globe before League of Legends and all that stuff came out.
Right, right.
And I didn't know that I was so good at it until I jumped on over to the second game because I played the first game like ever since I was like 10 years old.
So can I ask you one question though?
Yeah.
So you jumped on the game and then you just started beating Koreans and you thought, wait, I think I might be good at this.
Oh, that's the funny thing because I just kind of played it like crazy growing up. And then when I came into the second game, there was a super popular streamer or super popular player named Adra.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you know
Zerg?
him?
I think Zerg player, right?
Yeah.
Of course,
Zerg player.
Yo, I used to play StarCraft 2 Turbo Dork.
Yeah. So and then I beat him multiple times on the ladder, and I thought he was a Smurf.
What do you mean the Smurf?
Like a Smurf account, like someone else playing. Like,
Oh, you thought it was some bullshit. So
Yeah.
you were like, oh, look at this pleb right here. Let me just rack him, and you did.
Oh yeah, that's what happened. So
Wow.
and then I realized that he was actually like one of the best, and I was like, oh wait, maybe I should start competing in this game.
Right.
Pretty good, you know. And so that's what I did, and then I went to major tournaments. You know, I went on like mainstream, live broadcast, those kind of things, and it just kind of propelled from there. You know, I started just beating everybody with the craziest builds, and I got a bad reputation for beating people with crazy builds. You know?
So what, by bad reputation, that means like you beat them with really weird shit, and they get mad about it because they think it's cheese, or
right?
Because I know you're Terran and stuff, right?
So I was the hitman of the ladder, basically.
Okay.
So
explain that.
So you have these this is when I was just a little like a small time streamer. I was just commuting from college, you know, from my parents' place.
Gotcha.
Back when I was like 20, and I would jump on. I would play these super popular guys that have like 1,000 viewers like on Twitch, and I would just crush them, and they'd be like, "Oh, this guy's cheating. Or, this guy's doing this." You know what I mean? And then it kind of like went from there, and so like everybody like badmouthed me and was like hated me, and then eventually got to me, and then I started doing the same thing back, right?
Yeah.
You know how it is.
Started smacking them back.
Internet nerds.
Yeah.
And and then it kind of went from there. So if we want to get into the whole red pill concept of things, you know, I had this like unaware red pill. I was very unaware red pillish. Then I went to the blue pill because I did all the online gaming, and then I was kind of like influenced by certain things online.
Gotcha.
And then that's when I became aware again, like 2-3 years ago, and started going on like this kind of journey, you know, coming out here and networking, and
so basically
meet you. And
so basically you found out about us because you joined the red pill, and then from
that's
there,
right.
Got you. Could I ask what channel it was that you saw us on?
So the first time it was on Rich Cooper.
Rich Cooper, shout out to Rich Cooper, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
So when I was watching Rich Cooper, you know, he helped me kind of figure out like how things work.
He's smart. He's really smart guy, man.
And then a good friend of mine who was a sub on my stream.
Okay.
You know, he used to like donate and super chat and things like that. He actually lived in my area, and he was like, you know what? Come out for your birthday. We're gonna go to a strip club. And then you know, he's just like, here, have some dollar bills. Go throw some dollar bills around. I'm like, what is this? You know, this is kind of different.
Yeah.
And then he handed me 2 books. He handed me the Bitcoin Standard, and then he handed me the Rational Mail.
Damn, that's certified G shit. That's G shit, dude.
And what's funny is I didn't know about Rollo.
Yeah.
And I saw this guy on a podcast like later on through your podcast.
Right.
After I met.
After
I saw Rich Cooper.
Right.
And I was like, is this the guy from the book? Crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then there's just so much that's been happening, and you know, I didn't know that he was such a nerd playing D&D and is in the BattleTech and Napalm Records and stuff like that. And I was like, you know, I'm gonna reach out, and now we're playing some D&D and stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, he's back from the forum days and stuff. I mean, back in the day, I mean, like, it was just on. I think it was SoSwap forums and stuff like that, and he was like, took a lot of the information from there and other places, and kind of like built like the Bible basically for the red pill, which is really cool. But you know, that's why we call ourselves the red pill of finance, is because I mean, obviously crypto is like the red pill of finance just itself already, but you know, we really made it a kind of a point to kind of onboard like red pill men and women and stuff into the crypto space and stuff. So yeah, welcome aboard, bro.
Yeah, and crypto is actually a big part of my life. Gotcha. Especially with what I do, being a streamer, because I stream like 4, 5, 6 hours. Usually.
What?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm playing a video game for that long. Bro. You know what I mean? And so since I'm doing that, I have to allocate my time wisely, and crypto is like one of those things.
Right.
Now that I've studied it so hard, taking the course with you guys, you know, I kind of understand a lot of the TA, the macro. I understand what's going on with that. Snipe the bottom, thanks to you guys. Yeah.
Nice.
You know what I mean? Kind of got that knowledge from you and Charlie.
Gotcha.
So, you know, and
so what's been going on? So before you're like when you're tweeting, I mean, I guess what would the chat talk about before you got into the, because like basically I remember you telling me like, you know, you were in the red pill, and then you basically started saying a bunch of red pill shit, and then they like your views like halved or something.
Oh yeah, you know, it's actually kind of funny about that, because you know how Twitch is, right?
Yeah, it's cucked out.
It's very left-leaning, liberal-esque.
So you're telling me guys with blue hairs exist there all the time?
You mean Destiny?
Who?
You mean Destiny?
Oh, yeah, sure. Right.
Yeah, I used to play Destiny all the time. It's beat in major tournaments.
Yo, peep this shit, man. This guy used to beat Destiny all the time. And like, what did you make? Even I'm so mad. He threatened. He was like, he said he was gonna like do shit to your mom or something.
A long time ago, I was with my girlfriend at the time, my ex.
Yeah.
And my mom broke her leg.
Okay.
Right. And so I broke her knee, and so I had to move out of my rental with her, and I moved back in with my mom
to help her out.
Right. And I was pushing her in a wheelchair, like hospital and everything.
Oh wow, so she really broke it.
And you know how it is with these internet nerds, right? They're going to use anything against you if they don't like you.
Right.
So then I started getting a lot of these mom comments. Oh, you're back with your mom, blah 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 blah, this and that. And I'm just like, dude, you don't know the situation. Nobody takes care of me. You know what I mean? I'm taking care of other people all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and recently, same thing happened. I don't know if it was like trolling or whatever, but he started playing again.
Yeah.
Right. And like last month, he my viewer said like he rage quit his stream because I beat him or whatever, and then he made another mom comment. I'm like, really? Like after
wait,
song?
recently?
Recently.
Wait, so you beat Destiny recently again, and then he rage quit and said something about your mom?
Yes.
Damn, Destiny's a bitch, bro. But he might, hey, I mean, I'll give him the benefit. Maybe he's just trying to give you some clout and stuff. Maybe, but who the fuck? I mean, that's crazy, dude.
I don't know, but like if they were just telling the truth about like the whole rage quit on stream and stuff, like you have this individual in the red pill space,
right?
And
I wouldn't call. He's not red pill.
Blows my mind. You know what I mean?
He's not red pill, bro.
I'm gonna be honest though, because he's so into the space. And I see him everywhere, and my brain hurts every time.
Yeah.
He comes up. Like it made me want to reach out more. Yeah. It made me want to go out, play with Rollo, and it's funny how it's such a small world.
Yeah, I mean,
where like everybody just kind of comes together. These influencers.
I mean, it's the popping space right now. It's only getting bigger. I mean, shout out to Top G, baby. He's out right now, so the space is only getting larger. I mean, that first stream, I know Fresh and Fit right now are streaming the emergency stream right now, just and themselves, and they got 19,000, 20,000 people live viewing right now. And then on top of that, can you imagine how big of a stream? I mean, you might get 100K viewers, 200K viewers for that when they end up streaming again on YouTube. Can you believe that?
That's pretty insane.
Sheesh.
I gotta say.
Yeah, man. But we have Adams here. Ruff should move on over to Kick. Have you ever tried Kick before?
Oh, dude, I ended up mentioning that. I think I tweeted something about that. I think Kick is starting to become a little bit more popular. Twitch takes half of like the revenue.
Yeah, I've heard about that
and stuff. So, and I think Kick is doing like what is it, like 30% instead?
Probably.
Which is a big deal. So if you're making like $5,000. And
it's an extra 2 Gs.
Or sorry, if you're like making like 10 grand, instead of you making like 5, you're making like 7 at that point, which is a big deal.
Yeah, that's a lot. It's a lot of extra money and stuff.
Yep.
Interesting, man.
Yep.
But what's called? I don't know if anyone saw this today, but today is the day the original Matrix was released. Funny, the same day Tate was let free. Damn. Hey, man. You can choose the blue pill or the red pill, man. He chose the red pill. That's what I'm saying, man. Shout out Big G, man. But yeah, man. So let's talk a little bit of crypto, man. So obviously you took the course, you learned the crypto jutsu now, and now you're streaming, kicking all types of nerds on the internet on that. So you primarily still do StarCraft, or what else do you do?
Yeah, it's mostly StarCraft.
Okay.
I wanted to branch out and do podcasting on another channel. I was trying to do something Red Pill related, but with gaming. But there's not as much content as I would like, and then also the video editing, especially with how much time I'm streaming. I'm thinking about going like kind of like what other popular streamers do, Asmongold and stuff. They take clips of their streams because they have so much face time, right? So I'm thinking about doing something like that. But yeah, mostly it is StarCraft 2, 3 to 4 hours a day. If I do anything else, I'm doing BattleTech, I'm doing Doom. I'm doing like very hard runs, not like speed runs, but like perfect runs, if you know what I mean, like 100%. Just anything that kind of like tests my mind. Right. And every time I'm playing, dude, ever since I've taken the course and started doing a lot of crypto, I can't stop talking about crypto on my stream.
That's good, man. You're red pilling. You're red pilling all these fucking watchers, man. I mean, you probably are going to make them a lot of money over the time because like just them adapting quicker to the crypto space. This is why I've been doing this whole Instagram push, not just for the hexagons, but I've been doing this whole crypto push on Instagram about talking about these central bank digital currencies that are happening, and how they are going to honey dick most uninformed Americans into signing up, logging all their information, and essentially it's going to start the rugging of the banks, and then over time you're just directly banking with the central bank themselves, and they'll view all your information even more. It's just essential. It's dangerous. Like we're heading towards a really dangerous world. I've been saying a long time we're kind of China light right now, and eventually you say something the government doesn't like, they'll turn off your money.
Right. And you were mentioning something about kind of like how we have, how Twitch is, how I lost some viewers when I went the whole red pill route. The funny thing is that reversed over time. So now I'm making a little bit more revenue than I did before.
Got it.
Because a lot of these red pill individuals are actually kind of coming to my stream and they're like, you know what? This guy's a little bit more based than all these other guys online.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, because Twitch doesn't really have that, they're like, I'm going to watch Ref. I like what he's talking about. Hey, I'm in the crypto too. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, yeah.
I mean, Top G's up the market cap of the red pill, which is cool. So the total market cap of the red pill has increased because of Top G. Shout out to Andrew Tate and Tristan and Waller as well. And Sterling. Those four have I feel like they've really expanded out the market cap of the red pill space. Of course, Fresh and Fit as well. Yep. But they've got us to a brand new high that we're getting more and more people are starting to look and think like, oh, I mean, Sneeko too as well. He's gone pretty viral with the younger kids and shit too. This is, the bigger that red pill gets, the more we can teach more people about crypto as well and stuff like that. So you're doing the good thing, man. So shout out to you, bro.
Yeah.
Hey.
And all of these individuals in the red pill, their stuff works. Trust me.
Right.
Because when I went through the whole train wreck process, I started applying everything.
Was it divorce rape or some shit? Or what did you go through? Did you actually get divorced?
Yeah, I went through the whole divorce.
Oh, so you went through. Can you explain that a little bit?
And,
that's crazy. Damn, that's wild, bro.
And I've got 2 little kids too. So,
Woo!
I've gone through all that. And, a lot of people out there go through it as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's sad, but it's common. It is common.
Well, if we want to talk about it, all the stuff works, right? So when, for example, I met Sterling.
Yeah.
And all of his stuff, like his videos and whatnot.
Yo, Sterling's the man, dude.
It 100% works. Like when I'm out on dates, I don't sit across from the lady. I sit next to the lady. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then if the vibe's there, you can scoot in. Like, oh yeah, look at this menu together, that kind of thing. It really kind of builds a connection and a kind of bond. You know what I mean? And I met obviously you guys.
Yeah.
So everything that I've come into the space, the psychology that Rollo puts out, the red pill finance that you guys put out.
Right.
I'm more into the crypto and the red pill of finance just because this is kind of like my niche that I can do on the side because I'm a math guy. So I don't really care too much about my degree in mathematics, but it did give me that critical thinking skills.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like TA when I was doing Hedron, got the Hedron bottom there. See how that went up. I started.
You caught it at 10, or
at 0.2.
Oh, so the the all-time low. Okay.
Yeah. And then also with Hex, I was posting stuff on my Discord in Hex, back when it was below 3 cents.
Yep.
And that's because of you guys.
I was banging the drum, dude. It was real.
And I was doing the TA and everything, and it all aligned. It was all the stars aligned and everything, and then
there's so few people banging the drum about Hex during that time. They're all the Hex YouTubers were, yeah, you guys, it's probably heading towards as soon as I made that half a penny call, remember that half a cent call? Yep. I started seeing a lot of Hex YouTubers start going yeah, it's probably going to 22% of a penny right now. That's where it's heading. It's the last time it had any resistance and stuff. And I'll just DCA when it gets lower and stuff. And then I said if everything went bad, the worst it could go is half a penny. But I'm buying right now, and I'm buying heavy.
Did you know that I kind of put the rest of my dry powder in for Hex when it was at 1.7? because
1.9, sir. I did the same thing.
Because-
All my dry powder, bro, right there.
now
that
this,
I had left.
I don't know if this is like a conspiracy or something, but 1.7 times what is it, like 1,000 is 55555, and that's why I did
Hit a
it.
Pepe on that.
That's why I did it.
That's crazy. I always be fighting shit and getting 66. Seriously, like, not even kidding. Joking.
I'm gonna take a calculator now.
Sheesh. Yeah, shout out to my boy, man. Yeah, I got a phantom little thing right here too. I'm getting a hex and a pulse chain one right here for the studio as well. So we're gonna be having a many of things around here.
Yeah,
Beautiful, man.
I love like the Bulbasaur and everything they got back here.
Oh yeah, man, dude. I'm having. If anyone can help me out, I am trying to find a PSA 10 Blastoise, the original 1999 release. I can't find one, dude. I've tried. Like I'm like Jack Napier, that asshole is like he bought the little Japanese version of it, trying to troll me and shit. No, I'm just a homie of mine. But no, yeah, I'm actually trying to find the PSA 10 of that right there. So
nice.
If anyone knows where to get them, let me know. But yeah, man.
Got to collect those first edition Illuvium.
Oh yeah, the more the stock market crashes, the more these things go lower. It's beautiful, man. Like literally, if you get the first 3 starter Pokemon, you get the well, not the Bulbasaur technically, but you get the Blastoise, the Charizard, the Venusaur and stuff like that. All PSA 10. Put those away. Like it's literally like you'll make money on those.
Dude, DCC, are you saying that Pokemon cards outpaces the dollar?
Yes, Pokemon card. PSA 10 Pokemon cards are more valuable than the dollar and will appreciate more than the dollar. That's right. They are a store of value. That's going to be clipped. But even Blue Eyes White Dragon, Dark Magician, I think the 2003 releases, or 2002, I can't remember when they came out. Like, I'm seriously, like, those collectibles, because millennials, that's like, wow, that's like the thing. Like, I mean, I remember being in, like, I remember legitimately being in grade school when Pokemon came out, and everyone going bananas about it.
Yep.
Like, I mean, I was like,
I was actually annoyed with it.
what?
Yeah,
Haram. I had to hear you. Hey,
I was not a Pokemon
Travis,
person.
cut his mic off. No, but I mean, I remember like Lunchables came out, and then like there was no Pokemon cards. They didn't expect it, so everything was sold out. You couldn't even get your hands on Pokemon cards. So like Lunchables ended up making like cutaways for Pokemon. So like imagine like little Pokemon cards made of cardboard like this big, and like I just bought all the Lunchables I could buy and just gave everything away. Cut out the cardboard. Now I made so much money buying the card, like selling cardboard to kids.
Wait, what?
Yeah. And so I'm great, dude. I've been a hustler forever. Like, dude. So, the little square Lunchable packs. Imagine the whole back of it. It's got the Pokemon. It's got the Pokemon faces on it. So you take some scissors, you cut it up, and you'd end up getting like 12 or 14 cards for every box and stuff. So I used to buy them for about $1 for the Lunchable boxes. So I bought 10 or 12 of them. Had like 144 of these little cards right here, and I would just sell them to kids for $1 each. And like, bro, I sold everything.
Bro,
I sold everything all the time.
You're 24xing your Pokemon cardboard cards, is what you're telling me.
Pretty much, yes.
Dude, that's awesome.
And the way I did it too is so cool. Is like, okay, so what I'd say, okay, I'd sell each one for $1 or whatever, and then what I would do is I would turn them around and I'd flip them around so you couldn't see which one it is. So it's like, and then people, kids would give me like $5, and I would give them 5 pieces of cardboard.
Bro.
Oh my god, dude! But
what do you think the value of that is now?
Oh, for those are trash, zero. Zero. Well, actually, you know what? Someone would probably pay $100 for it. If you actually had the complete like cutaway, you probably could sell it for $100. But then from there, I used to sell like pixie sticks and stuff like that to school in like 6th grade and stuff. I used to sell like these little plastic pixie sticks. So like everyone started selling candy in middle school and stuff, and like at the end of 5th grade, and everyone was addicted to pixie sticks for some reason, right? Because it's just sugar, right? Yep. But everyone had those disgusting paper ones. I found a place where they sold the plastic versions. There was plastic, and then instead of the paper straw, it was plastic straw. I was selling them like 2 for $0.25, and I would just come into school with my pants so fucking heavy. I would tear like my pants. I was all day. I would hold my pants like this, even with a belt on. Like how much quarters I had in my pants,
bro,
from selling stuff. Yeah, I mean, sure, I'm probably not the best way to be traveling with your own keys, not your crypto, but like, Yeah, man. Like it was like we did that for a long time, and then I stopped doing it in high school because I thought it was just like a lot of the kids were selling candy were getting fucking like bullied, picked on, and shit. And I was like, man, I'll miss me out with that bullshit. I don't need that cash that bad.
Wow. That is pretty nuts.
Yeah.
Little businessman in the works right there.
Yes, sir, dude.
Hustling
I mean,
hard.
always hustling, man. Always hustling. But yeah, I mean, but I wish, man, if I was a kid today, I would be doing the same thing. I'd be slinging Snickers, like Twix and stuff. I'd be like slinging this candy, buying crypto right now.
Yeah.
If I knew what I knew now and stuff, like I'd be buying crypto with like if I was in school right now, I'd find some way to hustle. Like I knew a kid. This was in my last year of high school who was cutting people's hairs inside of the junior. There was like this junior bathroom. The junior bathrooms, like for some reason, the junior bathrooms were like way out of in like the part of the school, so no one was going in there at all. So someone was actually giving haircuts in there for like $10 or $5, and people were like actually getting their haircut during lunch and like after school and stuff.
Wait, you mean these high schoolers were giving haircuts?
Yeah, like one guy, one kid, one guy and stuff.
Okay.
This Latino, I don't know if he was a gangbanger, but he kind of looked like it to me.
That's
but
pretty
I didn't know
interesting.
that. Yeah. I mean, that's one of the smartest things. Dude, if you knew how to cut hair, my God, man, you could make a killing giving fades at school and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember seeing some kid actually doing that on YouTube as well. Like, there's money. Like, if you provide products and services, like you'll make money.
Yep.
Yeah.
Imagine being a kid, taking that money, throwing it in crypto, and just studying this stuff.
Yeah. Let's see Lorenzo Rocca. Remember those Pixie Sticks? They were like crack to kids, dude. They were incredible, dudes. Incredible. What happened to me was that was so profitable. What happened is I bought out every store in my whole local area. We could not find them anymore, and all I could find was these shitty little like paper ones. And I said I wouldn't sell. I wouldn't sell like subpar product to kids. So I just I was a kid, and then I just threw them away.
So you're selling 420 candy crack. People.
Yes, but I sell the top tier uncut hopium. That's what I used to sell, man. I used to sell the good shit, man. Kevin C. I bring my Exodia, the Forbidden One cards everywhere, and obliterate 304s. Tea time with the $20 super chat, man. Can I get a shout out to the team Fight Club? Let's freaking go! You will never walk alone. Shout out to the Grain Train, baby. The Grain. Did you get into Grain?
Not yet. I actually spoke to Charlie about it right before you came.
Are you serious?
So now I'm really
rough. Are you serious right now? You missed. Oh, you better hurry up, dude. You only got like a day or two, dude, at most.
No, I think it's tonight.
You have a Magic Hat?
Yeah, I have Magic Hat.
Okay. So, camera on me for just one second. This is just right.
Okay.
If you had a Magic Hat or in the brand new pools for the beats and stuff, you get a 7% discount. If you got whitelisted, you get a 5% discount. So if you have a Magic Hat, you instantly get a 2% extra bonus, but they don't stack on top of each other. So Pussy Gang, we keep winning, bros. I'm actually trying to get that license plate number of Magic Hat for the car and stuff. I legitimately am, but it might not fit actually because I think in Nevada there's like you can only have 6 letters. Hey Travis, how many letters can you have on a license plate?
7.
Is it 7?
Yeah. A vanity license plate sometimes can only have 4 if it has a little graphic on it.
I can put that cat. I'll figure something out, you guys. Missed the Grain Train, but yeah, man. Shout out, we managed to get everyone in. So basically, from what I heard, from what I heard, a couple days ago, if you had if you had like gone into the Grain Train, you were gonna get an extra airdrop. It's over now, but shout out to the Citadel and everyone else, man. Fight Club always keeps winning.
There you go. Yep.
You put this fan this way, man. It's hot as a motherfucker over here. Like, we're under studio lights right now.
I'm actually not that hot, surprisingly. As crazy as it is. Maybe I'm just used to it.
I think you're like, Vegas is finally starting to warm up. But yeah, man. But so what have you been investing in recently? I mean, obviously, look, you cut the low on Hedron, you cut the low on Hex. I mean, like, you must know everything right now.
Obviously, you know what I mean. No. But I've been DCAing, right? Okay. And what I was saying was at that 1.7 because of that. I remember. I don't remember how the math goes, but I saw it like on Twitter.
It's like 5.
It ended up being 5, and I'm just like, all right. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then that was the same time when they were saying, "Oh, Gemini is going to crash" and all this other stuff.
Right.
They're not going to tell you this stuff.
Right.
They're not going to tell you. Right. So when you start hearing that kind of stuff in the market, I got bullish because I'm thinking the opposite.
Got you.
But But as far as things that I'm in, obviously I'm in Boo, right?
Right.
And a little bit of Phantom. That's actually a smaller part of my portfolio, even though I do have some hashtag pussy gang, right? I would say that I'm very heavy into Hex.
Okay.
Right, just because of the way Richard Hart promotes it.
Right.
He gets a lot of flack. It kind of reminds me a little bit of like Trump, right? Like just the way he talks. He doesn't give a crap. He's like hard about it, but he's telling the truth. That's just the way that I kind of see it. Like the charts don't lie with it. You know what I mean? And people will just constantly keep fudding it. He's like, look. Celsius went to crap. This went to crap over here. That went to crap. FTX. He points it out. And the way that I see it is, this is a man that, honestly, I don't think he can fail, or he's going to get like a lot of crap for it. And he is driven not to fail. It's like I don't know if it's like an ego or something, but this thing is going to work. It's going to do good. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that is the reason why I'm so heavy into Hex. And the second heaviest thing that I'm in is GameFi, obviously. Gotcha. Because I'm a streamer and I play video games. That kind of thing, So
I think that's a good lane for you to go into because you kind of merge both worlds, your gaming and crypto and stuff like that. Right. And this cycle, GameFi is one of the big tenets I said this year. Like it's going to be like some of the big three or the big four things. Pulse Chain was one of them. Ethereum was going to be another one. GameFi was the other leg of that stool. You know what I mean? Really, sorry, Super Chat killed me. Basically, those three were really going to be the big three that I thought were going to be like the major thing. Next, I mean, in 2024, obviously one of the big things is the election. Mm-hmm. Bitcoin halving. Yep, the Bitcoin halving. That's happening actually relatively soon. I think the halving is in March, actually, March 31st. So kind of crazy. It's actually not that far away. It's like as soon as we turn the year, I mean, we're already there and stuff. So we're going to see some interesting prices. But looks for danger with the $5 super chat. Young DCC had better integrity for consumers' products than current corporate America at all times, sir. At all times, man. But tea time with the $20 super chat. Hey, can you tell us more about if we join the Citadel or maybe the MOONGANG? I'm still considering any selling points that you would suggest that I can consider. And also to share to my friends that also are interested. Of course, man. Give me like 1 second. Let me pull something up for you. Okay. Share the screen for 1 second. So this is the Citadel right here, man. It's $100 a month. And obviously you leave your email address here. And then you'll... actually, if you leave your email address here, you also will get emailed out when the course goes live. But basically, for every month that you're in the Citadel, you get $50 off the next Crypto Mindset course. So... If you're in here for a full quarter, you get $150 off here, and then the next Crypto Mindset course. On top of, if you get in the Crypto Mindset course, you will get an additional $150 off by paying with crypto. So we've kind of incentivized it in a way so people pay with crypto as well as people, get that $50 discount there in order to make the courses as affordable as possible and, make it $700 give or take for people. But the Citadel is a great product. It is basically the mothership, the home base. It is a chat that's very positive, and it's all about basically empowering and getting people off their ass, working, making sure that they're DCAing, and there's a lot of alpha that goes on there. It's one of the best places to start off, especially with a lot of the times there's like the last course we did. We haven't done a course in almost 6 months, so this has really been one of the main places we're focusing on outside of the main course to actually educate people, and it's one of the few places where you can actually safely ask questions and get real answers. It is extremely dangerous. Please don't do this. Hey, I can't get my MetaMask to work. You're asking to get hacked. Because like 15 bots on Twitter will DM you and say, hey, I'm from MetaMask Report, man. How can I help you out? What's going on? Okay, I'm going to need you to believe your seed phrases here and stuff. I'll help you out. Okay, sure. Normally we charge for this service and stuff, but we're just gonna let you off the hook because you've been a valued customer at MetaMask for a long time. Oh, I'm having trouble with my Coinbase account. Oh, I'm having trouble with my MetaMask. Any major exchange you ask, oh, I'm having trouble with on almost any social media, the amount of scammers that are going to scam you is insane. So this is why we've added the Citadel is a safe place to ask questions that you need answered. And we have a plethora of people. We have over 400 people. Yeah. We have over 400 people in the Citadel right now and only growing. right? We are going to be adding more and more features. Every Monday, you get a newsletter where you end up getting talked about fundamental analysis, technical analysis, on-chain analytics. We talk about the memes of the day or the memes of the week, important news events in the crypto space, as well as kind of chart setups for the top cryptos we're kind of looking at, as well as a couple other interesting. Sometimes we throw little articles here and there as well, like something that's a little like it's not 100% about crypto, but it's just it has to do about macroeconomics or maybe like demographics, which is like I'm a big nerd about and stuff. You can typically just ask at Charlie or at Cultivate Crypto or at Miguel or at Dollar Cost Crypto in the group, and you can ask us questions. And within 24 hours, we answer a lot of questions. The chat is extremely active, and we're planning to add new additions to the chat as well. So as the chat keeps growing, we're going to keep advancing it and making it better and better and better. As well as when you're part of the Citadel, we introduce something called Fight Clubs. There's special events that we pin messages, or it's basically at the top of the Telegram chat. If you click it, it'll give you this big old long list of like, hey, this is something that we're see that's really interesting. You might want to get into it. If not, it's all good. But we've been able to help a lot of people get into a lot of projects and a lot of like coins that they would have never got into, period, for $100 a month. Trust me, it's taken me and Charlie 6 to 7 years to get into the position where we're allowed to get into some of the stuff we're getting into. And that's all I'm going to say about it, because it's Fight Club. And if you know what Fight Club is, go watch Fight Club. But that's the Citadel in a nutshell. It is a great product and service and stuff, as well as it makes it a lot cheaper for you to get into the crypto mindset course. And I would highly recommend, if you're new to crypto, especially your friends' tea time, get into the Citadel as well as get into the next crypto mindset course, because what's going to end up happening is we do also another thing we forgot to say about the Citadel. There's so much shit we do with the Citadel. Holy crap. We do these recorded and non-recorded voice chats for the Citadel, and we answer it. We have these private AMAs for the Citadel and these private webinars as well. So if you don't want to be left behind, no more poor, join the Citadel. If you want to be poor, then stay out of the Citadel. Hit a Pepe on that. That was beautiful. And just one more thing, man. It is always active. Even during the course, it will be active. So don't worry. It's gonna be rocking and rolling in there. As well as we have some guys that like that like to stay active in there and stuff like that. So don't worry. We're always watching over the Citadel, man. And the Citadel is really the place to ascend up the ranks. But man, hey, man.
Yep. Completely agree. You guys need to get into it. You guys need to get into the course, because since I did, all this knowledge, man, like I can do it on my own now.
The gains,
it's crazy. It's crazy.
And that's something we do. There's a lot of people that teach people, but they teach them just enough where like they can just like they can't operate without you. Basically, we teach people to the point where like they can fish on their own.
Yep.
Like that's something I'm very proud to say that we've taught over 12,000 people, and there's a lot of them that they've taken 1 or 2 courses and they're self-sufficient now in crypto. And I'm really proud of that. They still join up just because they want to, like, we come up with like we there's a lot of alpha, there's a lot of like things that we're looking at, events and stuff that we do, especially like and teach, like we break down entire ecosystems a lot of the times, like pretty in depth, but it is the happening place for sure. Because one thing we always take care of, if you're in the next crypto mindset course, we are going to do a lot of flash webinars and a lot of webinars for the Pulse Chain launch. We're going to show people in the Citadel as well. We're going to have a beginner level Citadel and joint quarter 2 webinar on how to function inside of the what's called the Pulse Chain ecosystem. And then for the Q2 guys, we're gonna have a couple private webinars for them in terms of more advanced trading, borrowing, leveraging, and stuff like that, and don't use leverage, and a bunch of other stuff, man. There's a lot of goodies, man. So I would definitely get into both, man, and it makes it cheaper too, as well.
You literally learn everything. I learned DeFi through Spooky Swap, right, with you guys, and then
you can move your mic like that if you want.
Is it working?
No, the other way. Yeah, there you go.
Nope.
The other way. No, yeah, there we go.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, got it.
There you go,
okay, yeah. So, through the DeFi with Spooky Swap, and then I learned TA mostly through watching Hedron since June when it was doing that uptrend and then the downtrend as well.
Right.
So being able to get that kind of, I was talking to Charlie about this, kind of like that Goldilocks situation where it's hyper focused, where there's so much volatility. I was able to kind of jump in the TA very quickly like that. A lot of people were actually asking about the math with Hex in the chat. It's actually, I was off a little bit. It's actually 1,000 divided by 1.8, or 10,000, or 100,000. However you want to do it, you get 55555.
Right.
Yeah. And but I ended up getting it around that 1.7. It was fluctuating between there, 1.8, 1.7, 1.9. You know.
And you bought what, like $1,000 of it?
No, but like 10 grand of it, something like that.
You bought 10,000 at 1.7 cents.
Yeah.
Sheesh! You hit a Pepe for that, man. Yo. Woo! That was a whole lot of Hex, man.
That's
a whole lot of Hex, man. Damn, dude. That would mean, like, what? Not to count your pockets, but you're up 4 or 5 times on your capital, man. That's pretty awesome, dude. Sheesh.
Good chunk of that is staked as well. So.
You stake. Oh, good.
So I've got stakes. I've got liquid. I've got like all over the place right now. So I'm having a good time with it.
So what do you tell your guys? So what do you tell your guys right now? Like, so I mean, what have you been telling them recently?
Shoot, I've been basically just kind of practicing TA on my stream, honestly, and then the macros and talking about my thought processes on a lot of stuff. I noticed that when a lot of people say something's going to happen, the opposite happens. So like when everybody was saying, oh, it's going to be 100K, it didn't go to 100K. Oh, it's going to be 11K, it didn't go to 11K. Like when you see all this stuff on Twitter and whatnot, and then also like the FUD that's going on. Oh, we're going back down. Like the disbelief that's going on right now. They're still saying that it's going to go back down, which is making me even more bullish.
Yeah.
With everything going on. So
basically there is a, let's see. I guess basically what's going to happen right now is like we're essentially just consolidating right now a little bit, which means we're just lazily going down and then sideways.
Yeah.
We're gonna start ramping back up. Prices in crypto is gonna start shooting up, and then I believe somewhere around like 34 to like 44,000, somewhere in that range there, like within that range, we'll have a nice 50% correction, 40% correction.
Yep.
And that'll be probably the last time to like really buy that price zone for the whole bull market. Yeah. So we hit $15,500 for the all-time low for this cycle on BTC. We're probably going to head down to like $22,000 Bitcoin. I got a homie of mine that's like we're kind of like debating about it, maybe 25 at most. But it all depends on how high we go. If we hit 34, yeah, we'll hit 21 like pretty easily. If we hit 41,000, then 25 is more in the realm of possibility, and that'll probably be one of the last times like we can really buy that price there, because BTC and them will perform just like that, but then you'll have a more exaggerated dump on altcoins, and that'll be probably the best price point you'll be able to buy in a long time. So we're gonna not just managing the pulse chain launch, we're gonna be really hand holding a lot of you guys to make sure that we buy those exact price points and stuff, because we've been very good. The MOONGANG has been very good. I bought $800 Ethereum, $900 Ethereum. I had guys buy 888. I didn't buy that good, but like, actually no, forgive me, I lied. I'm so sorry. No, I bought $931 Ethereum. That's the price I bought Ethereum at, my lowest. I had guys in the chat buying 888, sending me these screenshots, and I was like, you assholes. the MOONGANG and the Citadel and stuff love to shit on me, like in terms of like, Miguel, I bought cheaper than you, homie, by like a fraction of a penny. But no, that's important. I love encouraging that, because then they're buying at those prices and stuff like that, which is great. Like I loved it when like I bought at 1.9 and you bought at 1.7. All you guys bought at 1.1, 1.7, 1.6. I think I'm crying in my basement, like at my mom's house, like, oh no. I'm super proud of you guys. Like I'm happy. Like I was like, fuck yeah, man, that's awesome. I want I want people to get as much out of the market as possible, because like at the end of the day, the difference between 1.7 and 1.9 is nothing really.
Right.
But it is a little, it still is dramatic.
It's funny. I get a lot of this stuff I think it was like on Twitter when I was like repping you guys a lot.
Yeah.
Because, you know, they're like, oh, well, you know, you guys are just trying to pump your own bags by shilling the stuff that you like. I'm like, no, dude. You have to think about it like this. See, this is the stupid mindset that I see all the time on Twitch. When I'm trying to network with other people, they don't want to network because they think that I'm taking away from their viewers because they're going to try to come to me and like donate and stuff instead. This is not the mindset that you want. You want to have the positive mindset of all growing together because there's plenty out there.
Yeah.
There's plenty, like so much. And that's what people don't understand. You know.
Yeah.
So when you guys are talking about this stuff, yeah, you know, like hell, you think all of us out here, the disciples of you guys, are gonna dump the market?
Right.
No, that's impossible. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there isn't enough. Like you're not going to be able to move $1 billion token or $2 billion. Like it doesn't matter. Like no.
Yep.
No. But enough about Hex. No, Miguel, keep talking about Hex. I'm sorry. No. Let's talk a little about GameFi, man.
Yeah.
So, what are some of the projects that you're thinking about streaming? Because you're thinking about streaming about stuff. I have seen that you've done a stream here and there, but like, what projects are you thinking about streaming on, or like about basically?
Okay. So I am interested in Illuvium.
Okay.
Right? So
ILV. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you guys are wondering like the stuff that I'm in,
Pull up the screen, please. I'm gonna show the price on it real quick.
Yep.
Yeah, there we go. I got it on mine right now. There we go. Wow, 666, nice.
oh shoot.
Oh shit, $60 actually is a great price, and I think there was a token unlock that just happened recently as well. So one of the reasons like the price has been kind of like meh, right? As well as the Illuvitar thing just ended as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
So you actually have stream playing, like, because I know you had access to the beta, right?
Yeah. So I did stream the beta a little bit. It is on my YouTube channel.
Okay.
So if anybody wants to check that out a little bit more in depth, I could also bring it up here as well too.
Yeah, if you want to show it, man, that'd be really cool to see it. I actually haven't played it. I just been like I always say this, right? Like I'm a jeweler at the end of the day, right? I'm playing the economic game, right? I'm not playing the game, but I bought a lot of Illuvitar discs, a lot of the alpha discs. I bought a lot of them, bro.
You know, those Illuvitar discs, they came with. I got a lot of those hollows. Is what they call them. So
the shinies.
The shinies. Yeah, you want the shiny ones. You know, the shiny Pokemon. So
them heavies.
And I did not customize them because I truly believe that people are going to want to do their own or try to get them as is, maybe. Even though it boosts the power to customize them.
You let them virgin.
I'm leaving them virgin for now because I think people may want to.
I think the Quran and the Bible would agree.
Yeah. People may, yeah. they may want to collect those more so than those that are cувcumized. Right. At least I would, the way that I think, right? So that's kind of how I'm going about it for now. And the Illuvitar power that they're going to have, I'm thinking that they might have a use case almost like Spooky Swap with the Magic Cats.
Interesting.
You know? So you're boosting the power that way, whether it's in game or outside a game, I don't know. But I can see a lot of use case scenarios with boosting the power with those Illuvitars. Yeah.
Got you.
So yeah. No.
Yeah, because we had like basically we had somewhere between like $105 top or like local top right here on the you share the screen for one second, Travis.
Don't look at me like that.
Okay, fine. Sorry.
I like it too much.
I'm getting yelled at by a man wearing a fucking what are you wearing?
I don't have a camera on me today.
An avocado shirt. This man has a full on like 1,000 avocados on his shirt.
Dude, avocados are good for your
great.
health or something.
He wore it he's wearing it on International Spick Day.
Whoa, hey.
But what's 105 right now? It's right now at like 15. Let's just call it $60 right now, and I think that's a great price to DCA. I had a lot of their guys DCA at $38. That's where I DCA'd pretty heavy, and
me too.
I'm actually probably willing to make another DCA here again, but I'm not staking it. All liquid, just keeping it in the wallet. That's it. Just in the Trezor or just throw it away in a MetaMask. Throw the key away, and this coin's really going to be it's going to really rev up later on once the actual main game actually launches. Now, since you've played the beta, right? Mm-hmm. I hate that name. We should call it alpha. But like when we play the gamma, right, or the beta and stuff. How far along do you think it is, and do you think it's kind of close? Because you would have a much more better sense in terms of like actually playing it, because you're a professional gamer.
Right. So when I first jumped in, you have to play it a little bit. to really start getting attached to it.
Right.
So when I jumped in and started doing the arena, I was kind of like, it didn't catch on to me right away. And then
the arena's the PvP, right?
PvP, yeah.
Got it. Okay.
And then next time I did it, when I booted it up, I spent more time on it. Like I actually did like a full stream on it. I didn't just like play around with it like off stream.
Right.
And I was like,
look, you did the whole live experience.
I did live experience.
Wow.
And then I was like, wait, this is actually kind of fun. You know what I mean? And that's what you want in a game.
Yeah.
You want it to be fun. You want it to be interesting. So when I was taking the different kind of Illuvatars, it's kind of like Pokemon with the elements, right? They have different kind of elements. And they have different kind of HPs, different kind of tiers, how they evolve and everything.
Yeah.
And it's like, how do you set that up? Also, the positioning on the battlefield. So as a strategy player, I started thinking, oh, wow, this actually has pretty good strategy. It makes me want to play it. Right. You know what I mean? So if you are into strategy, you're going to love this game. And then they have the overworld, which is where you get to play as the ranger. Right. You're going around and harvesting. It's almost like an MMO. So they say, hey, go collect some, I don't know, something at the lake or something,
Right,
in these things. It's a little bit better than that because you're actually hunting. It's almost.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So you're trying to find these Illuvatars. When you find them, you can jump into that arena battle as well. When you jump into that arena battle, you try to fight them, and if you win, you can try to capture them with the shards.
Got
right?
you.
So you have different
and the shards are Pokeballs. Pokeballs. Okay.
Yeah.
Explain this in Pokemon terms. I'm a millennial.
And there's different tiers too. So if you have like the broken shard, the first one, that's kind of like a normal Pokeball.
So like a regular Pokeball.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you get one that's a little bit more advanced, which
Great
is kind of like the Great Ball, the Ultra
Jesus
Ball.
Christ.
Yeah.
Like Ultra Ball. Yeah. Fish Ball, Love Ball.
And based on how handicapped you go into the battle depends on how often you can try to catch it inside. So, for example, I go into this battle and I don't use all my power, and I have like 100% power, and I actually win the battle. I can maybe capture all three if I'm lucky.
Oh, so it isn't just like you're battling somebody else.
So it takes a percent away every time you use a shard.
So can you capture your opponents, or is it like wild you're talking about?
It's wild.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, like, damn, so we're really doing PvP. We're playing pink slips out here.
Oh, shoot. That would actually be pretty cool.
We're playing slips out here, man. Damn, man, I'll take the charge art from people, man.
Can you imagine that, playing a PvP, and then you go in with just like a Squirtle, and you take out a Charizard.
Damn.
And then you have the ability to steal their... I'd
sell it right away, bro. I'd sell it right away on the Illumidex, man.
Oh, man.
That's wild,
Some people would be sad. I don't think that'll happen.
They have to add that slips. We call it slips.
That would be funny.
Call it slips.
Yeah.
But Hex Monkey in the chat, the last game I played regularly was Leisure Salute Larry. Jesus, bro.
Larry?
Shout out to X Games, or what was it? X Play.
God.
Yeah, man. That is hilarious, dude. Oh, here's a good question, man. So you bought some of the alpha discs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, which is the Illuvatar disc, right?
So I didn't go crazy on it. I bought like a couple of the big one. I forget what it's called.
The mega alpha disc, whatever the hell it's called.
And then I bought like twice as many of the smaller one.
Got you to play around with and stuff.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
And I noticed that some of the normal discs, I kind of got better pulls than my mega disc. With the hollows and stuff.
Don't tell me that, bro. That's all I bought. Don't tell me that bullshit, right?
Well, you have a higher chance, so it's kind of like that. But it makes me wonder how they're going to do the marketing behind it, because another game.
Can you show the disc how they look like?
Let me see if I can, because it might take a little bit because I have to log into like another different wallet.
Not a problem, bro. Not a problem.
Yeah. So
if not, then that's cool. I mean, like it's fine, but it's.
Oh, I do have them on my Twitter.
Sure.
So yeah. Maybe I can find that on there. I have the pictures of it. That would be quicker. But yeah, that would give you an idea. Here we go. Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so I've got some here. Yeah, so that smug, virtuous Terralinks.
You full screen it on your computer?
Oh yeah. Let me see. Can I do it like that? Yeah, that's probably as large as it gets. But the top left one was actually from a mega disc.
Okay.
And you can see the power there. It's very small, but it's 1,440.
Okay.
Right. But if you look at the hollows that I pulled, like that hollow links, it's
Yeah.
1,222. So like literally, if you pull the hollows, and you can still pull these larger Illuvatars, like the higher tier ones, like that Terralinks, through the normal discs. But if you bought like the special disc, you're guaranteed at least one of those, is what they're saying.
Got you.
Yeah, so you have a higher chance of getting, like, let's say a hollow, like super strong tier 3, like Bulbasaur, right? Kind of like that. Yep. So that's basically what it is.
Looks pretty interesting.
Yep.
Mr. Got Plenty's like,
another one
what you nerds talking about?
Yep.
Making money with video games, sir.
Yep. So I if I'm looking at it from this standpoint, I don't know if these normal ones are going to go for a lot later on. But I do know that the hollows probably will, because just for collectors, unless
I did hear one interesting thing, that like the bigger disc, the more expensive ones, were the ones that are actually going to be like play to earn, versus like these smaller ones are going to be more of just like the free to play version,
right?
Which is might be the difference. So especially if you're trying to make money with stuff, I would definitely always try to go for like the higher end stuff that's actually like going to be like, well, you actually make money, basically.
Oh, you know what? You're probably right about that, because almost every GameFi game that I know that utilizes any kind of avatars that you get, they have Gen Zeros.
Yeah, it's Gen. Yeah. You want to buy Gen Zero, so we bought the basically we bought the Gen Zero packs.
Correct.
Yeah,
correct.
And I bought the Ultra packs.
So you know what? You're right about that. Probably even the normal ones though.
Yeah,
go for quite a bit. Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely, man. If you guys have some of those, just leave them. Open some, keep some. Basically, or we'll sell them later. There was this whole price disparity where like these were coming out for, I think, I'd have to double check for how much they were, but like basically they ended up being cheaper. Like if you paid it, they ended up being cheaper because some people were massing up a lot of SLV2 and got a discount on them, and then sold them for the discount there and still made money.
Oh wow. Nice.
Yeah. So a lot of that stuff, man. Brian Reyes, I wish I had more money so I could buy all these different things. If I had so much more money, you got to concentrate, man. But I feel you, man. You know, head straight forward, keep working, man. More hours, man. You will, dude. Within like a year or 2 years, you'll be able to buy all the stuff you really want. But you know, you got to focus in on what you need, right? I'd always prioritize coins over NFTs for sure. You know, for a lot of it and stuff.
Most people won't do what I did, selling my place just to try to buy crypto. So, you know, that was a big risk, but you know.
Can you talk about that a little bit? Because you did some degenerate shit I wouldn't have told you to do. This man right here has done some degenerate shit. I said, hey, yo, bro, that's a bit now. And you're like, I'm doing it anywhere, Miguel. So either you help me, either you kind of give me some brotherly advice right now, or I'm just going to do some dumb stuff.
Okay. Yeah. So the whole reason behind that was when I was first studying crypto, I kind of went into it a little hard because everybody thought that it was going to go to 100K, right?
Yes.
And then things started going down from there. And obviously, you know, I don't know if I had strong hands or weak hands, but I didn't sell, right? It just kept going down and down and down. And then I took the crypto mindset course first time.
Right.
And I told myself, you know what? I'm going to sell because things are going down still. And so that's what I did. So I saved some of my capital as it went down. And then that's kind of when I bought Hedron, right? At that bottom area. And it's still, even though I made a lot of gains from the bottom of Hedron, it didn't make up for what I lost, right? So as I kept studying crypto, I was knee deep in it. I even sacrificed my stream time. Like literally was not working as much. I was like hardcore into crypto.
Good. That
I was studying it that hard. And it got to the point where I was like, you know what? I studied this thing so hard. I think it's time to take a risk.
Gotcha.
Right. And is it going to influence my life? Like, how is it going to influence my life if I take the risk? Am I still going to be okay?
Got it.
That was what I had to weigh the options of. And I said, yes, I'll still be all right. Because even if I had to, you know, go rent, it's going to outpace it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I could just move to, that's what I did. I lived in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Okay.
And then I moved back down to where my family was in Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Okay.
And so I'm staying there for now, you know. And
what address?
What?
Address. I need a social security number.
I can't be doing that. But yeah, I moved to a smaller town basically.
Yes.
And you know what? That's actually something that they try to push in the red pill community is that
A smaller town?
If you cannot financially get out of debt, you really need to move. And you need to find like a better job, or you need to reduce your costs or something like that.
I think people need to go back to what Aaron, shout out to Aaron Clary, man. What's up, man? Cappy. Aaron Clary has a great book, Bachelor Pad Economics. Now, I agree with everything in the book except the stuff on stocks. Fuck stocks. And these ETFs and these 401ks. But he has really, really sound practical things that are still hold true today, as well as like the curse of the high IQ as well, man. Shout out to Aaron Clary. But the minimal, it is choose your own adventure. At the end of the day, like the reason I put like Rollo in the center, right, is that depending on where they're on, you're the right or the left of that in terms of minimalism versus like outrageousness. Like I put Fresh over here in terms of like Lambo's cars and stuff. But even he's like I've done all that stuff. Now he's concentrating more on the money and stuff, right? But everyone is somewhere on the spectrum between like full on minimalism to like full on like gluttonous bullshit, right? And I didn't say Fresh is on that side. I mean, that is like way past that. Like there's people that like they got $1 and they owe $2 by the time they they sort of spend it and stuff. So it's pretty insane sort of shit basically. But like, where do you stand on that side? Because that's why I like Rollo so much, is because this is what it is. But at the end of the day, people are still like, this is who I am, and I'm trying to push this thing. Because YouTubers are like, they kind of, even if they're not trying to promote their lifestyle, they're trying to promote like the red pill. In a way, they are still promoting a lifestyle in terms of like,
Correct.
This is how I interpret the red pill, and this is how I'm using red pill in my life. If you want my life, follow what I do.
Yep.
Yeah. If you want to be hella fucking rich, follow me. But hey,
it's whatever you're comfortable with, right? I believe that's what the red pill is. Like,
fucking sorry.
Yeah. So, like for example, I go to gym like almost every day,
right?
But I like to eat, right? You know what I mean? So then you have to ask yourself that: Are you going to whine about it that you can't like lose weight or something? No, it's because I tell myself that I'm like, I like to eat.
Yeah.
And that's what being a red pill is. You are aware of things so that you don't get stressed out, so that you're not gonna have this crazy anxiety or whatever confusion.
Right.
The idea is to be aware of what's around you and your decisions. So if it's going to make you happy, if it's going to alleviate that stress, that's what you're going to aim for. So what I did, like when I was talking about like selling the condo, even though I moved to a different place, guess what I do? I'm part of that 1099 superior race.
Yeah.
I can
self-employment, own your own business, write-offs. Yeah.
I go wherever I want. I can still work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's what I thought to myself. I was like, you know what? I don't mind downgrading a little bit, going somewhere else, because you know what? Next year, I can go right back.
So it freed up cash flow for you.
Yep. And I'm glad I made that decision because, I trust my gut instinct on this. And I was like,
Did you ever take a loan, or did you just sold the house? Like, what did you do?
Oh, so when it was going to 100K because I was a DGen, I did take a small loan.
Okay.
But it wasn't like anything like huge.
Okay.
But obviously I got.
But the rates were good though at the time.
Right.
So it's near zero basically, 3%, 4%, 5%.
Yeah.
Depending on the personal loan.
I don't even have the loan anymore. Like that's paid off.
Got it.
Okay. But the thing is, like, sometimes you have to experience these things in order to learn, and that's exactly what happened. Yeah. So I studied, I got burnt, I studied, I started getting some wins like with head draw and things like that. And I'm like, okay, now I finally understand how this works.
Got it.
And it's because I put in 2 to 3 hours almost every day last year in the crypto.
Got it.
That's how hard I went into it. And a lot of people just don't have the time to do that.
Right.
I sacrificed, I would say for most of last year, like, I was skipping the gym a little bit too. It wasn't good. It wasn't healthy. Like recently, this January, I got things back on track because guess what?
What?
Since I have all that knowledge with crypto, I don't have to spend that much time anymore on it.
Right. It's more.
I can just look at it like 10, 20 minutes a day, and I'm like, okay, I got it. You know what I mean? It doesn't even take that long. So that's what basically acquiring some kind of skill is. like anything you do in life, it
Yeah.
gets easier the more you do it.
Right.
And the more time you put in, the more studying.
Yeah, because once you put all that titanic amount of effort, it's only you need a much smaller amount of effort just to maintain it, basically.
Correct.
Which that's very true. But I still always push students to keep trying to learn more stuff, and I think you are.
Yep.
But he's right. Like, I also went a little crazy. I did a titanic amount of effort to get to the point where I am now, where I can just draw upon experiences and like all these other things in the crypto space. But still, I'm out here still learning about new projects and still like trying to keep growing and stuff. But yeah, it was a lot of work to get to where I'm at today. That's
exactly.
For sure.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, Brian Reyes, man, I'm on the same path, man. Dustin Olson, Ruff put in the work. Yes, sir. And yeah, I mean, I'm hitting the gym, dude, but I also like to eat too. But I am on the diet. I am on the diet, man. Like, I am losing weight right now, which is great.
Yep.
Dude, my fucking arms, dude. I'm sorry. I just touch weights and muscle peers again. It's fucking dope.
I'm actually feeling really good about it because when I moved, after you get rid of all the stress of moving and all that stuff, it's like now I've got this regiment going. Boom, in the morning I'm going, doing this during the day, making a video, doing my stream. This nice schedule starts to flow, and when you have that nice flow of a schedule, everything becomes easier.
Right.
You're making more money, you're losing weight, all these things just start kicking in.
Yeah, let me answer something Hugh Hefner said. Those Las Vegas buffets, bro. There is buffets here, but like almost no one goes to them. Like, I mean, literally, like you're mostly eating at some nice restaurant or something like that, if that. And like half the time we're just eating steak. Yeah. It's always steakhouse or something like that.
Guess what we had last time when I was in Miami?
What?
Steak.
Yeah. What ends up it's the alcohol. Let's just be for real. It's just straight up. It's alcohol. No. Like, yeah. I was little steaks, some fries and shit, and then from there you're just drinking alcohol and stuff. That's what it really is. But I'm not drinking any alcohol this whole month and stuff, and yeah, I'm getting back to it. And stuff. I'm only drinking coffee. And yeah, dude, I'm really happy about working out and stuff. Doing a lot of cardio right now. Though I think I'm losing my Mexican certification card, man. I went outside in the sun and got sunburned a little bit. So I don't know, man. I feel, my mom, like somewhere my mom is crying in the background. Shame, Miguel. Shame. Like last time I saw my parents, they were like, "Miguel, your neck's so white. What happened?"
Wow.
Seriously, I used to have burnt ass neck because I would be outside all day.
All day. Yeah, I know. Yeah. You told me you did all the yard work and stuff like that back in the day. What was it exactly again? I forgot.
Yeah, so I had a landscape and irrigation business. Landscape. Right. So landscape company originally. Then I ran that, and then on top of that had an irrigation business. We just look here, I'm over here pitching like I'm still selling it. I'm still doing it. Hey, if you want some man to lay pipe for you, hey, laying pipe. But yeah, we basically would do if a house didn't have any irrigation to plants and stuff, so we'd have the landscape business basically put all the plants in, and then have a separate company put in all the irrigation work in there and stuff. Or if legitimately they don't have any water at all, install all that, then the landscapers would drip out the plants, make sure everything's running on a good schedule, make sure everything's watered, and then turn barren bullshit into an oasis of beauty and stuff, and then ape that money into crypto. Finish.
There you go,
man. Charge $5,000 for a job, pull out probably $2,000 in profit, ape 1,500 into crypto.
Yeah. Every time I get a paycheck, I am trying to buy crypto.
You hear that? Wait, say that again.
Every time I get a paycheck, I am attempting to buy crypto on those turns.
Woo.
Yep. Every time.
Woo! That's beautiful, man. Yep. So, what do you say for this person, Valen? I put a lot of work too. I took out a reverse mortgage on my grandma's house and yeeted it all. Jesus Christ! Holy shit, dude! Damn. I hope you're joking around, man. Unless it's good. Hopefully, it was at the bottom, bro. But make sure that you undo that bullshit, man.
Right.
And hopefully your grandma knows about it. Hopefully you just oh no, I had her sign. I had the old wind bag and stuff. I had her sign her name at the bottom because I told her this was to get a prescription.
Did they listen to my story in the chat?
Yeah. Funkmaster Hex. He's it's almost like he's dollar cost averaging in. Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's almost like I am. Yeah.
It's a joke. I'm not that dumb. No, he's I took an adjustable rate mortgage instead. No, but the sad part about all that stuff is there is a purpose for it. There is actually, I met a couple being in landscaping. I met a couple couples where they didn't have any more family left, and they had to reverse mortgage the house just so they can survive. It's sad, but I get it. But it's sad though.
You know, that's actually what my mother was about to do. She was about to sell the entire place just because the prices of everything have gotten pretty bad.
Yeah.
I'm the only.
Oh, recently?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm the only person that is literally, I want to say, debt free, in a sense.
Yeah.
In a sense, right? In the family, so I'm always helping my family out consistently, and so it's like even more of a drive, especially since I've got kids, and you know, I'm always flying back and forth, like to the West Coast. So it's quite a burden, but I know I can do it, you know, with all the studying and the focus because of you guys, you know, because of you guys, I was able to learn all that cool shit, the TA, and you know, you and Charlie. So, you know, for anybody that's new in the chat, and you're not too familiar with crypto, take the course, literally, because you are going to learn quite a bit, especially if you're putting into hard work and effort. Like when I'm in Telegram and I was doing like Hex, I put my Hex TA in there.
Gotcha.
I'm getting a lot of like nice comments like, wow, you know, it lined up nice, you know, you made a good move here. And I tell them, like, I'm not greedy about it. If I'm doing, like, a little DCA sell, like, as soon as I get, like, more than 10%, I'm, like, right back in because I know how bullish this thing is, you know? Oh, I was talking to Charlie about that. I'm ratio trading Hex and Hedron.
Really?
And it's working out really nicely. Because Hedron's being,
talk a little about it. Talk a little about it.
Yeah, so Hedron's being, like, a stable coin. And then...
the best. It's
like
the most stable. The most stable.
Going up. Slowly going up, right?
Yeah.
But it's progressing, and then Hex is doing because you know it's like a whale battle, right? So every time we see that big like drop, I just take that Hedron that I put into it, I put it back in the Hex, and then when I see that big, I put it right back in the Hedron. I'm cultivating more of both.
Right.
You know?
So you're investing into Hedron. So you're taking your Hex profits, putting it back into Hedron, and letting it the stable coin that slightly just keeps going up every time. Yeah. Because I remember when we were looking at it, it was like 18. Now it's at 26, and it was at 31 and a couple days ago, or a couple days ago when we had that little all-time high. So it has been a better stable coin than USDC.
Exactly.
I mean, after that whole USDC unpegging, man, it it's like it just is what it is, man. But
Yeah, and I truly believe in a bull trend. Right. I try to stay away from USDC, especially after what happened with the whole bank thing. When I saw that, I'm like, I'd rather just put in ETH or something, right? Because like, if it does go down, it's not going to go down as much, right? You know, compared to like these alts and stuff. So
I want you to list off your top GameFi tokens that you're investing into, that you want to invest into, like your top coins that you think like these are like the ones so far that I'm putting money into right now, or are good ones in the future.
Now, because it's mostly either it's like so obviously Illuvium, because after playing it, I thought it was a pretty good strategy game, and I think there's a lot to it, so I'm very heavy in Illuvium. I'm also heavy in Gala. Not because I will probably use Gala or play Gala, it's just it's all mobile. And guess who plays mobile? Yeah. Guess who's on their phone all the time? Yeah. Everybody. So that's kind of what I see with those two.
Illuvium, Gala. What else do we?
Those are the two big ones.
The two big ones.
I'm in something called Astropher.
Astropher. I haven't heard of that one.
The liquidity is extremely low, but it's kind of like a Gundam game, like almost with like mechs. And I am big into mech. Like BattleTech, Gundams, things like that. And when I saw it, I'm like, and I saw like the gameplay and stuff, I'm like, this is pretty good. You know, I'll take a bet on it.
Pretty badass.
It was pretty badass, yeah. So
on what chain? On what chain exactly? Ethereum?
Polygon.
Polygon. Okay.
Polygon.
Interesting.
And so I'm looking forward to seeing how that goes. So it's like a small percentage in there, but I'll play it if it comes out and when it comes out. And what was the other one? I was looking at Shrapnel, but Shrapnel's not out. Like,
it's not out yet. It's not ready.
So if I wanted like my COD fix, I'd try playing that, just because I know who's behind it as well. And then what was the last one? Oh, Plamos, yeah, which isn't out yet as well and stuff. Right. Yeah, exactly. They're trying to do their own thing, and I like when I was reading some of the lore, I'm like, I'm big into D&D, right? Yeah. And I like Rollo is and BattleTech and all that stuff. So when I was reading it, I was like, you know what? The lore is pretty good.
Yeah.
when I was reading it. And so, you know what? They might have potential for a game later on, too. Like
Gotcha.
whatever they're trying to do. So, and then also being able to onboard players for free, I think,
Right.
to play with just taking a percentage of whatever they get through just playing the game.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
I'm sure you're familiar with that.
Yeah.
Right. So that's also why I'm interested in that. It's kind of like rent to own in a sense. Well,
In a way.
yeah.
It's a good way just
because
people
they're
to understand
grinding.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be good, and I'm also excited for the fact that they want their ambition is to like get out there and have these big tournaments in esports and everything like that. So, and I do a little project management on the side. So I work for an outsourcing firm that has like developers and stuff.
Got you.
So when I was looking at Polemos, it's like they need developers, they need influencers in esports. I do esports.
I'm gonna hook you up. I got a really cool connect.
So I've got teams as well.
Yeah.
You know, so I've got that connection there, and so I'm like, you know, I'm banking on them doing well. So you know, I jumped into. I'm pretty sure people know about it, right?
Yeah.
So I jumped into that. Is there anything else GameFi related?
Do you mess around with DeFi Kings at all?
I actually haven't. It's
Haram.
interesting, but for some reason I'm holding back because I've been watching the charts and I'm waiting for that moment. You know what I mean? And I think the moment
the breakout.
I think the breakout's going to be a little bit later.
Yeah, it's one that's lagging behind.
Right.
But now like we basically have. There's going to be about like there's actually four places they can expand out to now. I mean, obviously OP, Phantom,
Yep.
Matic, and Matic has already been on the one, so is Phantom. So we haven't had any news for OP and Arbitrum, but who knows, you know? But supposedly the next one is going to be Matic, from what I heard.
Oh, nice.
From what I heard, that's some little stuff right there. I'm hoping to God it was Phantom, but it still could be Phantom. But I think Phantom would be a great one to do in October.
Yep.
Just do an expansion in October, and I think that would really. But that's the beautiful thing is every time they do that, the token does very well. It does a 2 or 3x off the news, and yeah, we're close off the bottom and stuff. So
I heard Phantom likes to pump during Halloween.
Definitely, man. So where can people follow you, man?
Yeah. So for Twitch.tv, rough_stuff_TV. I usually play StarCraft on there, but if you do find me doing something else, you know, it's kind of like a mastery of games.
Gotcha.
So I'm like doing like nightmare mode on Doom and trying to get 100% items, things like that.
Gosh,
like
full completions.
Crazy stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
That's usually what I do. That's why it's rough stuff. And then rough_SC2 for Twitter.
Gotcha.
I'm very active on Twitter. You're going to see me post a lot of crap on there when it comes to trying, you know, the red pill stuff. Sometimes it gets to people. Definitely flushed out a lot of the guys that were giving me hell. On there.
Got you.
But those are the two big ones that I use. And then rough stuff on YouTube. If you guys are trying to catch clips of my games, if you missed anything on there, yeah. You can find the Illuvium stuff on there too for the beta.
So I will after the stream is over. I mean, all his links are right there, and I will be adding his YouTube channel to the title and stuff. So you'll be able to click right away to his channel and stuff. So definitely be on the lookout. But so for tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I'm going to be having RH Max on the stream. So shout out to the boy. He's had me on the stream like twice already and stuff. So we're going to be talking a lot of Hex, Pulse Chain, a lot of moon math, and a lot of other things and stuff like that. So definitely check that out, as well as I was just this morning. I was on a Crypto Coffee stream. They like to do these streams super early, so I just like, screw that. I'm just gonna come fashionably late, and came in there and stuff. So it was the four apocalypse. So it was the four original Hex streamers: me, Coffee, Hexo, RG3, and myself, basically. So, but thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you guys tomorrow at 1. Peace.